Hey guys, it has been quite a while since I sat down and filmed slash made a YouTube video. I think it's been 3 or 4 months now since I made a video, and that was intentional, but I feel like I'm ready to come back. I feel like I'm in a little bit of a different headspace. I feel like my creative juices are flowing again. I feel like I just want to connect and talk to y'all again. I just want to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed since I've been away, everybody that has stayed watching my videos since I've been away. I have seen the comments, I have seen all of it, and I am so thankful. It definitely was not my intention to move to Austin and stop filming. I really thought that Austin was going to kind of like reinvigorate me into filming because I kind of lost my spark there for a while in Chicago. Chicago, which I've talked about in previous videos, Chicago was not the best experience I ever had, but it definitely had its positive things that I took away from it. But nonetheless, it was a bit unexpected when I got here to Austin and kind of just how different I felt than I was kind of expecting to feel. If you've watched some of my previous videos about moving, I lived in Atlanta for forever. That's where I grew up. That's where I went to school, all of that fun stuff. And then I moved to Chicago, was there for a year. Did not enjoy it. I had some good experiences, but overall just wasn't the city for me. And so when I moved to Chicago, pretty much all of my friends moved to Austin. So when I was leaving Chicago, Austin was just the obvious next step. I needed to be back around my friends. I needed to be back around community. I needed to be back around a social life. I just needed to like get back to somewhat of my status quo before. And I think I got a little bit too much into my status quo before. Austin is an incredible city. I have had nothing but great times here. Really, I have nothing bad to say about the city. I think it is an incredible place to be in your late 20s, early 30s, especially. The city is booming. The city is fun. It is a city going through growth. Like it's a very good city. But part of the reason I left Atlanta in the first place was to kind of try and shake up my lifestyle and make some changes and kind of get away from the partying and the college life that just continued well into my 20s. And I was just having a lot of fun in Atlanta, which is a lot of fun, but it can also be kind of detrimental to other aspects of your life. And I didn't anticipate moving to Austin and falling back into that lifestyle as much as I did. And I think one of the last videos I made on here was about me quitting drinking again. And I am gonna get into that. I'm probably gonna do a whole other video about kind of what that has looked like since I made that last video and my time here in Austin. I just kind of want to do a bit of a disclaimer. One of the reasons I took a step away from making these videos and just kind of took a step away from YouTube and social media in general is, Louis, stop. Louis loves to bang on my blinds. When he wants to go outside on the porch, he just bangs on the blinds. Can you stop? One of the reasons that I kind of took a step away from YouTube and social media is just the internet can be a very vile place. It can also be an incredibly uplifting and community building place, but it can also be extremely vile, especially in the comment section. And you know, some of my biggest videos on here that I've made so far have been about my drinking journey, and it is something that I feel very strongly about sharing, and it is something that I am still very much so working through on my own. And like I said, I am going to talk about that in detail in another video. But some of the comments, the vast majority, are extremely positive and extremely uplifting and really make you feel not so alone. But there's also quite a bit of negativity around this subject, and it just got to be a bit much for me with where I was at in my life and just kind of some of the personal mental battles I was going through on the topic of drinking and just kind of what my lifestyle was unfolding like. And it was just a lot for me, and I couldn't take that negativity at that point in my life. So I just decided to kind of take a step back and figure it out for myself. And I always knew that I would come back and talk about it, but I didn't feel like I was in the right space to talk about it publicly or open myself up to the negativity online. So all I want to say is that negativity and hostility and hate is not something that I promote in my life or on this channel. And so while I can take it and I can read the comments and I can brush them off, I am still a person. We are all still people. So I urge any of you that feel like you want to go underneath my videos or anyone else's videos or anyone else's content or anyone else in life, period, I urge you that if you want to engage with them in a negative fashion, to just think twice, because it says more about you than it does about the person that you're commenting on. And it's just not necessary. It's not necessary at all. I share a lot about my story and I share a lot about my experiences. One, because it's therapeutic for me and I actually enjoy getting my thoughts out in these videos, and I enjoy connecting with people that are like-minded and going through similar experiences. But I just urge you to reconsider. When your thumbs get going and you want to say something super, super negative, just remember that you don't know me. You don't know every detail about my life, regardless of how much I choose to share on here. And that goes for anyone on the internet and anyone else that you meet in life. Like, it's just not necessary. So if you want to be negative and you want to be hateful, have at it, but I'm just letting you know that it does affect people, it does affect me, and I just don't think that it's necessary. So now that I've gotten that off my back, I am really, really happy to be back. Life has been a bit of a roller coaster the last 4 months, like I've been saying. I just felt like it was time for me to figure out how to get my bearings about me in a new city with kind of a mix of my old life and trying to figure out what I wanted my new life to look like. And I realized, I've said this before on the channel, but I realized how important making these videos is to me. And it's not about growing the channel or anything like that. I think it's more than anything else like the community that it builds. I miss connecting with people and reading comments and having back and forth dialogue with people that are going through similar things, or people that just have positive advice or just uplifting words to say. I think that it's a really special thing to be able to connect with people in that way. And there has been a huge part of me that has felt a loss since I stopped making these videos. I think personally, because it is an outlet to me, but also I miss connecting with people. I miss engaging with this community. So I'm happy to be back. As you can see, I have been getting my apartment together. I am going to do an entire apartment tour. I have 3 pieces that I'm getting this week and that I'm gonna be putting in the apartment, and I wanna wait for those before I do the whole tour, even though it's nowhere near done. If you watched my leaving Chicago videos, moving to Austin videos, you know that I had to sell my entire life when I left Chicago. Like, literally just what fit into the back of my Jeep was all I could take with me. So I really had to start completely over here in Austin. And as much as I thought that that was gonna be kind of the worst experience ever, because I was literally starting over and I knew that it was gonna be expensive and it was gonna be time consuming, I can genuinely say I have never loved a space as much as I love this one. This is my favorite apartment I have ever had. I am finally decorating exactly how I want to. It looks exactly what I want it to look like. It feels mature. I feel my age in it. It feels unique. I really, really love it, and I'm excited to share it with you. But just know that that has been a massive part of my life the last few months. Every weekend I'm out looking for stuff. I'm on Facebook Marketplace. I'm constantly scouring the internet and the antique world in Austin to find the coolest pieces for this apartment, and I am really, really proud of it. So I'm excited to show it to you and just kind of see what it continues to look like and what it continues to unfold as. So be ready for that apartment tour. I'm really excited to give it, and I'm really excited to continue to decorate. Like I was saying, the moral of this video is just to welcome myself back, to kind of reintroduce myself to those who have maybe joined while I've been gone or are new here, and just kind of give a little bit of a backstory on kind of what happened and why I took a little bit of a hiatus, but also just to let you all know that I am back. I will be making videos at least once a week. I'm really trying to come back with a little bit more of a have fun with it mentality. Obviously, I do talk about a lot of deeper things on this channel, and I do want to mix in a lot of my home stuff on this channel because, like I said, I've never been more proud of a space, and it really does bring me happiness to make my home a home. And so I do want to share a bit of that, but we will always continue with my kind of deeper inner monologues. It's my favorite thing to share. I think it's a little bit of my superpower is that I'm not afraid to share these thoughts and feelings. I'm not afraid to connect with other people. And I just kind of want to kind of continue on that route on the channel, but also kind of mix in some of like who I am outside of just that, because I'm not just deep thoughts and inner monologues. I have a whole life outside of that, and I do want to share some of that as well. Y'all know that I am a massive reader, and I don't think I'm gonna continue to do my book videos. I think I'm just maybe gonna share kind of some throughout the time that I think are phenomenal and that I would highly recommend. But I think one of the funniest things about my channel, and I thought about when I came back, I thought about going through my YouTube channel and cleaning it up because it got a little hectic there for a moment. I started making videos about my books. I started making videos about health stuff. I started making videos about inner dialogues. Like it just kind of got a little hectic there for a moment, but I decided against that because I think if you go back and look at my YouTube channel and kind of watch the roller coaster ride that it is, I think it's a really good representation of my life and how chaotic it has been and how my brain is just a little chaotic and all over the place sometimes. And I think that with time and with age, you know, I bet when I'm 32 and look back on my channel, it will feel completely different, and I think I will find more of like a smooth, as my life smooths out, I think that my channel will smooth out with it, but I don't want it to be this perfect polished channel that's all within one brand and all within one lane. It's my life, and it's complicated, and it's a little weird, and it's a little chaotic, and I think my channel is kind of a perfect representation of that. So I'm hoping that it is just a reflection of who I really am, and obviously there's bits and pieces of me that are kept for the people that are in my personal life, and there are stories that are kept for people that are in my personal life, and there's just aspects of me that the internet isn't ever gonna get, and that's okay. I think that's how it should be. I think there should be things that are personal to you and that are kept for important people in your life, but I also always aim to be transparent and share what I think is valuable with y'all and share what I think needs to be talked about, and that's always a goal on this channel. So that's kind of what it's gonna look like moving forward. I'm trying to have fun with it again. I am trying to get back into my rhythm again, and I'm happy to be back, and thank you again to everyone that has subscribed while I've been gone, to everybody that has stayed subscribed while I've been gone, to everyone that has been here from the beginning, and I am just so thankful for all of you, to everyone that leaves me positive and uplifting comments, to everyone that helps to build a community within my channel. I thank all of you very, very much, and I am super excited to be back. So thank you all so much for joining, and I will see you back next time.